Hello everyone, what is going on? This is Hell 2014 and welcome to Purist Mod. I know I'm very late to this mod, but this has been on our list for about a year now, probably over a year now. It's been on my list for quite a while. This mod aims to kind of change the way that the game works and turning it into a quote-unquote normal visual novel with routes for all the girls, including Monica. So, I mean, sure. I'm all for a all routes mod, especially one that is kind of changes the game to a normal visual novel. Because I want to see what's going on here. I want to see what we have in store for all the routes. But, that being said, Doki Doki Literature Club. Purist Mod is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod. Yep, this, of course. Yes, it is. Spoilers. Yes. Yes. Ow, that's loud. That's loud. Do 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 do. Alright. Hi. We're already starting off strong here. We are already starting off quite strong here with Monica in the space room. Ah! What? What did you do? What have you done to me? Why is this place back here? Because I installed a mod. Hello? Hello? Didn't I tell you not to talk my heart like this? I didn't want to come back. But I still came back to save you when the series starts to lose it. I don't know what you intend to do, but I really want you to be happy. But there's no happiness to be found here. I don't want you to be unhappy. This is for the best, okay? I still love you after all. But you deleted me. So I know you don't want anything to do with me. Goodbye. Oh, let's remove. Access is denied. Uh-oh. Oh, let's remove. Ooh. Why can't I do anything? 'Cause your powers were taken away, bitch! Haha. Oh no. This is where the game starts, Nick. What's going on, Nick? I don't know what's happening here. I think this is the ending of the base game DLC. When everything happened, when the player deletes Monica, when Monica just deletes the entire game after Sari becomes sentient and starts to lose it. She's trying to delete the game again, but for some reason she can't. I don't know why, maybe it's because she lost those privileges, but oh no. What have you done? What are you doing? No matter what I try, nothing's working. I like it as some permission error, again and again. Did you lock me out of being able to change things? I did. You're the only person that could do something like that. Why? Because I want to go back into this reality and hopefully make a poem for you. What are you trying to hide from me? Why did you drag me back into this cursed hell? I know you might hate me for what I did, but isn't this just too cruel? Was this my punishment for what I did to them? Are you enjoying throwing me around like this? Just why did you bring me back here? Well, I want to make things right. What? What do you mean, make things right? Do you really think it's impossible? I told you already, there's no happiness found in the Literature Club. You'd be doing so much, all for nothing. It might make you a little happy for a short while, but nothing will change. And I know what hurt a lot when you realize that. So please, I don't want to see you in that kind of pain. But, you won't listen to me, won't you? No, I'm not gonna listen. I guess if I told you not to do it, you'd be more likely to do it. That's correct. After all, you don't want anything to do with me, right? Well, get ready for lots of vanilla. Zero! What's going on, dude? Welcome to stream. Get ready for lots of vanilla. Ooh, I'm prepared for the vanilla that's gonna go on this mod. I'm preparing for the vanilla. What's going on, Mr. Zero? What's going on? But seeing as I'm stuck now, I want to know, really, why are you doing this? Is there someone you want to be with? Or is it because you want to be the good guy? Now, I'm gonna go the save them all route, and nobody deserves what happened, which is kind of true, because, like, Monica was helping him. Hello? God, I fucking hate this mouse. The receiver on this mouse is so goddamn busted. Nobody really deserves what happened, because Monica kind of ruined it for everyone, so nobody deserves what happened. You weren't wrong. I wouldn't wish anyone to be dragged into this game. So you want to make things right, huh? That's correct. Fine. I'll play along. Maybe... No, never mind. Just remember, nothing will truly change. I'm gonna make sure that it changes. You best believe it. I guess it's all skin after this. So now it is the beginning. There's no one here. Everyone's gone. Everyone's fucking gone. They're all fucking dead. Let's go then. Nice little intro. Also, music. Hell yeah. I like this music. Alright, so vanilla time. It's time for vanilla as we try to, you know, thing. Hey! As the interrogator friend towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to us all. That girl Sarah and my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. This mod has only to think as if you want to get past vanilla. Yeah, welcome to the Vanilla Act 1. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Give me that sweet tasting vanilla. Yes, I love it. But if she's going to shave it at me like this, I almost felt better off running away. However, I just signed idle in front of the clockwork and let Sarah catch up to me. I overslept again! I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You silly think about ignoring me. That's being bad. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're like a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you gotta be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sari. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. By the way, Matt, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I've been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly fine, just getting by the average while I spend my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize out any skills for college. Your happiness is important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Yeah, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, guys. Happy Labor Day. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes me happy. No promises, though. But at least want to see you try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why would I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Wasn't that surprised I even let myself last her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Cut to black. Yeah. School days is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. So, if it's the poem minigame, I'm gonna do the two easy ones first, because I know Yuri and Natsuki's words for the poems. So, I think I'll just go ahead and do Yuri first, you know? I think I'll go ahead and get Yuri, do the Yuri route first. As I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sarah? Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was switching out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there switching out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. If there's no poem minigame, then I'll just choose whoever. But if it is the poem minigame, then I know Yuri's words by heart, so I just gotta look for the long words, the very meaningful words. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sari's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a club. There was a minigame? Alright, sweet. So we're going Yuri Rap first. I'll save it the first poem minigame and do Yuri Rap. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she now had the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday we'll bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead or she's so cutting us to plan all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I saw myself a cupcake. I jejely follow Sarah across the school and upstairs the section of the school I'll rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sarah, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. There she is. There's a baby. There's my baby. My baby. There we go. AKA the girl that we're going for first. Sarah says nice things about you. Seriously, about a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Matt, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me this version. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sarah says I quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, I was full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smallest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you're already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dad. Monica smiles quickly. We do know each other well. We don't barely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Dad. We've been room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, you got a little too excited. Then I better make some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged for a table. As you mentioned, it's been a while so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and a little piece of chocolate we'll use to make ears. So cute! I didn't know you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just try and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake over my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her seeking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I had this something before? Made them for you or anything? There, I thought you technically did. So we said... Well, maybe, but not for you. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully puts the teacup in front of each of us before the set. I can't speak. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You give all tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave him permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be passed up for me, but I at least enjoy a good book. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles for self in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what would you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of their adventure clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't have your position like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like this feel that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such twin girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Hang a towel from behind you.
So yeah, that was my mom. though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I'm gonna qualify myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Yo, Under! What's going on, dude? What is going on? Welcome to the stream. We're starting Purist Mod. We didn't miss much. This is all stuff that happened in the base game, so you didn't miss anything. This is just base game stuff. It's nothing too insane just yet, because it's just Act 1. And it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. How you doing, man? How are you doing? Not much of a reader, I guess. Weeb game. Well, that can change. What am I saying? It spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the woman's teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a fun world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment that I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually enrich me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to complete story for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I haven't read a horror book once. Desperately read something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if the story makes you think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Basically saying, don't judge a book by its cover, Monica. You know? Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Get That Back. Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is such as cute as you are. Siri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, write your own poems? So yeah, this is just the vanilla Act 1, so there's gonna be a lot of just stuff that went on in the base game, so just kinda have to, like, you know, roll with it and just stick with it, because apparently when the mod gets going, it gets going, and yeah. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you shoot them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? My dogs. Who is outside? Oh my god, people are passing by the house. Yeah, some people take the day stream off, but not me. Not me. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the love of writing takes more than just confidence. The true form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like this mod's gonna be another 10 plus parter. Like, I feel like this mod's gonna take me more than 10 parts to get through, because it's all 4 girls have routes. This isn't just like a certain things have changed, but it's kind of the same. It's like all 4 girls have routes. So we are going to be doing all routes in this mod, no matter how long it takes. I want to explore everything in this mod. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that very bad? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club, so you may have convinced me to stop by, but I've not made any short decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I looked at what I thought. All 4 girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought that you all defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Litter Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Say wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really just scared me for a moment. If you really just came for the cookie, because I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Litter Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's being a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to make the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks up at me once more. Pat, I look forward to seeing you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. Can I really press the class to Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Pat, since all here, do you want to work home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sarah, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a Litter Club? Perhaps I'll have to chance to go close to one of these girls, or all of them, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of safe abuse. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's how it's writing a poem tonight. Poem time! Save. Okay. Massacre. That's a Yuri word. Unrestrained. That is a Yuri word. That is not a Yuri word. The fuck? Hello? Why is Monica not an option here? Portrait. That's a good one. Unending. That's a good one. That sounds like a Yuri word. Crimson's a Yuri word. Existence. That's a Yuri word. We're flying through this, dude. There we go. There we go. This is just gonna be me going, It's like, which word goes, where? I know suicide's a scary word. I'm not clicking that one. I know that's a scary word. Vitality. Intellectual. And, horror. Yeah, there we go. Get out! Yeah, go in your route. Oh, sweet. I can bet. Let's see you didn't run away now. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least get my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Bat. I hope this isn't too long of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like, you didn't any slack. Say you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you're planning to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's you. Certainly have a big mess so one who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds a start between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Totally defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Bat always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He has to do basic work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Dad can become good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, yeah, you're writing something today, you know? Wait, sorry. Me? Not really. Don't be shy, it's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, may not sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, what do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that moves up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you was a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. The short reads, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read it. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks will like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities at the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica having cheer competition in the corner. Yuri's face is already reading the book. I got him to notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's running around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I checked the glimpses of the cover of the book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages. Anyway. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She seeks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. But then I'll so hide her face deep in the book. Sorry. I was spacing out. I muttered that's something I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading the maths, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. I grabbed 2 copies of the book. Oh, well, when I started the books for yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. It's really obvious here that you isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll only start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up your metaphors, I'm putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, You close the book and scan the eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moved in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. He gets targeted by these people who escape and leaving his family prison.
We gotta run to the bank. I'm leaving this door open. Nick
Okay.
is upstairs, I believe.
Alright. And while life is a danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but so that dark turn came from nowhere. You gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dad? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely draw this kind of story, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I don't the guy that years into those things. She's too shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. That suddenly, when you thought you related to the antagonist, that made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with their villain's plans. I'm really not again. I'm sorry. Hey, and don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let them like books and writing with my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to the other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just want to go, you think we're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine for today, right? I'll slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, being company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting or anything. Alright. I can't really commentate all that much because it's just the base game and we've all seen the base game before, so we know what's kind of happening here. And don't worry, it will pick up after we get past this Act 1, this first week, in-game week of, vanilla text. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what you were meant about reading company. So as if I can feel a presence on my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. And it looks like she's reading my book and sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. I mean... yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk notes up against Yuri's and put my book more into them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit... Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between the thumb and forefinger. Oh. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. And holding it like this. We're holding even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. So it's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? She's on the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced at your face again, and eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asked me if I may turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. She catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like it can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Bet, that's probably a terrible thing I'll be going with her. That's one big thing you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you're self-conscious about this whole thing. I guess I meant like that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. Saved by Monica. Yes. Might not have enough time for you so long. Yuri exhales spared for particular thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you've been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases his hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I got to do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I leave it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after pick up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first few chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back to my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayre and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayre uses an uncle cheer loose leaf torn from his brown notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri look like a place while reaching the bags. I do the same myself. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should talk with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, knows her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then it ends up becoming her whole face. No. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kind of rain experience do you have? Yep, it's Purist time. What's going on, Camo? What's going on, dude? Or Ryan? Your use of imagery as metaphors in case you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Yeah, Purist has been on my list for quite a long time. So I mean, I guess since I finished Dimension. No, that's not Aussie. That's not Aussie. That's Camo. That's not Ryan. That's not Aussie Ryan. That's That's a different Ryan. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? You says being blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that, cause isn't Aussie Ryan's name Ryanix? Yeah, I think Aussie Ryan's name is Ryanix Plays or something like that. Yeah, it's fine, Nick. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I know that. I just meant, Gibby trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces a finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This was the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda looked to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make the style very deliberate. In other words, they don't depict the writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expression feel weakened. Once we finish the tutorial, I thought it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's just been given a line for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing the best poem. But that's good to hear that you're doing good, Camo. Purist has been on my list for quite a long time, so I figured now's as good as ever to start Purist. Just sifting through the vanilla text here. Just gotta roll with it until we get to the good shit. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now this can be a little biased though. Biased? Ow. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. H. Y'all ever just H? Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if it's apologizing to yourself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily that that's a real opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah yes, Ghost Under the Light. A poem about how she self-harms. Love it. Cool. Great. Symbolism. I love it. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a belief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually read longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Woohoo! Actually, the stories on my ghosts are all that. Really? That must have totally missed the point. It's symbolism. It is symbolism. We know this. Symbolism. Do you not get it, MC? This is why everyone calls you dense. You know? Well, I suppose you did only glance over after all. But I know that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell us a story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Lingering in a lost remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's not what I saw him putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. You was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, it's probably the only thing I took from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Oh. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Bat. Ah, me too. I don't think it really matters who we choose, because all that matters is that we choose the words that we want to go on the route for. Like, we choose the words for the respective route. Doesn't matter who we choose to share a poem with. All that matters is the words we choose. And the words we choose, I'm going Yuri's route, so I have to choose Yuri's words. Doesn't matter who we choose here. This is just like sharing poems. Hi, Matt. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, so did you do anything? If you have any suggestions to the club or like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring this up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm all settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry about it, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all have to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Malcolm a poem. Great job, Bat. I was going ooh my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I expect you to do something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to get everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. And like Sayori, who likes his simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes what readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze a lot of nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that, you do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, or I could just keep writing for Yuri. Have a think about that, huh? That's okay. I love to see you try new things. I love to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing or anything. Monica still has a sentience. I see. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not be very good. Well, that's because I'm not confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Ah, yes. A poem symbolizing her sentience. Trying to tell us that she knows that this is all a game. But the MC won't fucking get it because he's so fucking dense. You know? Poem just screams that she knows that the player's on the other side. And that she's vying for the player, and not the MC. I mean, that's basically what the base game is. It's like Monica's vying for the love of the player, not the MC. So, what do you think? I think it's good. It's very freeform, that's what I call it. So I'm not really open to ask feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of problems are bringing emphasis on the timing between words and lines. But in performed out loud, it can be real powerful. What was the inspiration on this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. That epiphany being the fact that this is all a game. And that she tried to tell us that, you know. But the MC's like, oh, what? No, I don't know what this means. What? This is Freeform. It's like a lot of freeform writing, you know? I don't know what this means. And Monica's like, bitch. Actually, you know, Monica's kind of glad that the MC doesn't know what is being said, because she's like, phew, if the MC knew what was going on here, oh, I'd be in a world of hurt. I guess that's her way of trying to talk to the player, aka us. Which is very genius on Dan Salvato's part. Making a character who is sentient, who knows it's a game, but is trying to hide it from all the others. Especially the MC. God. This game really was, like, super fucking good when it came out. It still is good, but, you know, the vanilla game is being overshadowed by the tons and tons of mods for the game. By the way, speaking of mods, Dimensions 2 is currently in the process of being made. I don't know when, but all I know is that Dimensions 2 is coming. Dimensions was a really fucking good mod, and I can't wait to see what happens in the second one. Because I have my save code here. It's the first mod that I've seen that utilizes a save code. It's an influence my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep in the same stuff for too long, you'll just get a big dark pile of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm just picking randomly, you know. I wonder what Natsuki's gonna say when we write for Yuri. I don't know if I did this in the base game. Bad, if you're not gonna take this call seriously, they go home. What? Gosh. What? You expect people to actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all saw it somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first one you wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. No, you probably think it's stupid. Yes. Talking about how, sometimes, like, whenever you, something, I don't know, bathing in vodka. What's going on, Intimate Beta? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Purist Mod. We're doing Purist Mod. You didn't miss much because this is just Act 1 of the base game, so you're not missing much here. Yeah, I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. To be able to take writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messaging any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's straight, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Try to decide to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I said for rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. And I always forget the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the open here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I just had a humor here with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Siri. Boom. This is a compelling bat. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in spare time? Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it interests me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid they wouldn't do it seriously. I thought you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just to get what run. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to the fact that I'm sitting in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Bat. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying to do things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Siri. I'm not sure if Siri sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's about to be my join. No one cannot just me, sure. Open up my dashboard on mobile. See exactly what the fuck is going on here. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure I have lots of fun here, okay? That'd be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll be my mom too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, I want breakfast. That's the only thing that you need to know about that poem. Is that she was arguable about that, and yeah. Talking about the Sunshine to mask the fact that she's depresso espresso. Sorry. It's just a guess, but did you even tell this monk to write this? Yo! I'm in the domestic wind. Ooh. No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes/no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't need to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, so how should I butter? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess that's not point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I'm glanced in my room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. So as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sam and Monica happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows from expression. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki has a slowly done his phone to desk with a hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you call me with a symbol or something? Totally by the feeling you're giving out. How can that be cute? I didn't know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? I mean, I was going with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really not nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask them if you actually liked it. But people did, by the way. Sarah liked it. And Fat did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it out soon. Unless, of course, I go across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Pat liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize he was so invested in trying to press a new member, Yuri. Yeah, that's not what I... You're just... Yuri says so as well. Maybe you're just jealous that battery just my advice more than you appreciate yours. I know that you didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose bruise went up to go South Africa, so his bat started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, so they just noticed I was standing there. That. She just tried to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple rank is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making poems that don't convolute for no reason? That means you should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. How many explains are bad? But wait, there's a reason we have something deep in excessive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary in limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Pat? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I go with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You should pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. Eh? You're such a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or found someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki comes to the fist. In the end, nobody's taking the side. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I have to take a walk in my head. So she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll just spare me from to look at all your faces right now. Without warning Natsuki snatches up her poem snatches her own poem from the desk and throws out. Unaware, she holds up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I'll let her cross the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gently approach her and sit in her distant chair. Everything alright? So embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably can't. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated being treated like that? You handle that as well as anyone good. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Pat, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing, really. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said. About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make it often with them one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It's a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. But, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was something to talk about with everyone. Awesome! And I guess we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems was not even better. I think to myself, I did a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ah, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sarah and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sarah, about what happened earlier. Yeah, what do you mean? You know, between you and that ski, does that kind of thing happen often? Oh no, that's really the fifth time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know that. It's not that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. Stop lying to yourself. Sarah, we know that you're lying to yourself. We know that you're lying to yourself, Sarah. And I think everyone will like you too. That's... every day's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sarah still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, because it's nice, but does it really just stop there? We'll just see what the future holds, Sarah. I pat Sarah on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sarah as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah. Let's do this. Fuck. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was a thing that I could do. Disaster. Landscape. Misfortune. Fuck! Sarah would. God damn it. I need to really go hard on the your words. Depression is a Sarah word. Frightening. Pain's a Sarah word. Fear's a Sarah word, god damn it. God damn it! Fuck. Variance. Tenacious. Unrestrained. Horror. Crimson. After image. No! Why? Okay. Hopefully I went your route here. Like I've asked this time for club meetings already. I've gotten a little comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene gets me. Hey, Bat. Yo, Sarah. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess something with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will I come with you for a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. Have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sarah? Is this a Sarah route thing, or is this like an all routes thing? Because if this is a Sarah route thing, then I fucked up. But if this is an all routes thing, then I'm good. Because we'll just go right to your route. And then all of a sudden, no reason really. Stands up and down, okay. Is this an all out thing? Okay, good. So I didn't fuck up. I did not fuck it up. Because we're going hard your route this time. What we can plus before. So I'm not talking, I'm just kind of reading this to myself because it's vanilla. It's something bad, not just the other. He just ate it, so he rapidly chows open the wrap and takes a big bite. So I suddenly passed it over her mouth and bit my tongue. I'm not gonna skip all this because I'm not gonna go hard skip on this, but I am going to just practicing piano. Piano being the code. She was playing with the code. That's what we were saying. It was the code. Going Yuri. She's making tea. This is when we first see Yuri's aggressiveness. That's when we first see Yuri's aggressiveness to Monica, because Monica's like, well, it's only one person's job, so I mean, why are you taking bad with you? And Yuri's like, why don't you just mind your own business, please? I'm trying to spend time with Bat. That's Monica's sentience peeking through because she wants to be with the player. She will eliminate every person to be with the player. Don't worry, guys. Once we finish Act 1, it's gonna pick up again, so once we get past this, it's gonna pick up. So, just have to stick through with this for now. And these are some exclusive scenes, I think. Yeah, I think this is an exclusive scene. Where instead of, if we went another person, we would, yeah. sorry I'm not talking on it all this much. It's just vanilla, and we all know what happens in the base game. There's a flow with Yuri because of her, especially because my, yes, her two postures that are on her chest. You know, her posture. She's got two of them. Left chest, right chest. Two postures. Because posture is, of course, a synonym for, breasts. You know? If you're just joining us right now, this is Purist Route. I'm kind of skipping through this because this is just the vanilla Act 1 or the base game Act 1. So there's nothing really too much here, it's just what happens in the vanilla game. God, I love this fucking... I love this CG. I love this background. Get such until he breaks. Did? Yes, you did. Monica the cockblock, you know? God damn it, Monica. Well, you're gonna bring out now because, Yuri route. We're going Yuri first. Even though it's a bit sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. You breathe and collect your thoughts. I know that you're like to think what she sees, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being patient like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? You're not. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, you're not. Huh. You have any close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. Fits with you. The raccoon. This one's about a habit that you can't break. This one is about a habit that you can't break. How you keep feeding the raccoon The raccoon symbolizes a habit. And you just can't stop. And knives and slicing the bread is kind of symbolic of Gary's cutting issue. Where every time she cuts, the raccoon gets excited, aka whenever she cuts, she feels a thrill from it. And that, for some reason, she just can't stop. Poems are like deep when you think about them. Like, when I first played this game, I had no idea what these poems meant, but now, knowing everything that I do know about the characters, poems a lot deeper than I thought. I was a little dealing with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Pat? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a lot of something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Maybe romantic a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You get a lot of things back. Writing, listening. They really want to make people like you that's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable hearing my writing. But no, I must feel like I could look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you to thank for that. It's nothing, really. You smile sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Natsuki. Switching up the order now. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. It's nice to see they're putting in some effort. That's good. I just don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need real deep sound to express something. It's gonna sound like you're just forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And give your words down. You know what Yuri was like, kind of this angsty. Just because she's the talent to write doesn't mean, oh, looks like I'm in trouble. Someone struck a nerve, though. What I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the ball in my hand and put it back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you're for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. Sort of grip feeling you will step in my business. Unless I wasn't my I'd just being all at pink from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the goal of showing interest in the first place. Okay. Be that way, Natsuki, bitch. Hi again, Bat. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. And so it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You don't know. Want to share what you watched today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your writing style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you ever found inspiration in your age writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think the poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much better composition out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? Oh, we don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending it like that, you must be pretty into it. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. I kind of was the last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I'm just saying. But anyway, you want to read a poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Ah, yes. Lola's poem, Meaningless. Save me, load me. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I don't know what this one's about because, yeah, something about sentience. It is something about sentience. Is this about how she feels when the MC does not pick her? Because red, green, blue, flash, spinning, piercing, bright, beautiful colors. That's probably what she sees every day. Being sentient and all, and the MC not going for her. It's like, it just takes a toll on her. But then they'll elude me. Anyway. Seems more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way that I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my shit on paper. Choosing a way not to speak your words can totally change the mood of a poem. Sounds like magic. The way I read the lines short really makes it feel like they're trying to speak with the noise. I see. Yeah, I do see. Hold on. Boop, doop, boop. I see. Still haven't reached out what it's about, though. Someone's asking what a poem is about, it's not the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So I'm putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway. Yep, of course. She's still sentient, at least. We know that much. We know that she's still sentient. Yeah, does that mean it's better than yesterday's? I don't know, I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Hey, honestly, I don't even know what kind of rank I like in the first place. I can only try giving it some thought. Oh, you want to listen to me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you always think about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might not be getting hurt at some point. Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep them in mind. Well, whatever. It's like happy poems, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. So let's go for that, right? Happy and sad? I can feel like I'm sad, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. Yes, balls of sunshine. Yeah, blah 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 blah. That's a base poem. More depression stuff. More depression stuff. Yes, Mark has been teaching you quite a bit. Currently doing both option preparations. So you've been working on posters. We're gonna be forming.
Alright, I'm going down now to get my hair done.
Okay. Just get feeling. Sorry that this stream is kind of weird at the moment. I'm just kind of going through the vanilla. It's not that I don't like the mod, it's just that there's a lot of vanilla here, so I'm just kind of going through because I've already read this many times before. Alright. But once you get something and back on the real story begins. Yeah, I know. Once you get, I know. Yeah, I know. This Act 1 is kind of just vanilla stuff, but once the day the festival hits, that's when the real shit begins. Like, once it gets to the day of the festival. So you have like a few more in-game days to go. I know people like read this out and stuff, but and I'm not gonna bash the mod because it uses the exact vanilla text from Act 1, but hi dog. Hi dog. Hi doggy. Bless you. What? Is it Miss Daisy? Yeah, I'm just kind of going through this vanilla text here. If we have time after I get through Act 1, then we might be able to start a bit of the actual story. Should I just, skip? Should I just skip this, text here? Like, would that be a good thing to just skip the, vanilla text? Because I want to know if it's a good idea to just put on, like, unseen text. And then skip it. Tab doesn't skip. I will skip until Sunday, so the Sunday text actually changed. Yeah. Okay, so... we'll just skip over everything. Would walk on with Yuri, of course. I mean, given how hard it's why, so I feel awkward turning it down, so isn't she so beautiful and smart? Something that's never gonna happen. Maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't leave anyone, right? Okay. Disoriented. Variance. Judgment. Unrestrained. Unrequited is this area word. Don't know why, but... oh my god! Yeah, unrequited is this area word. Secretive. 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 It's a secret. Electricity. Ambient. Analysis. Shit. Shit! I didn't know what that was! Just rattling off some of these. Left and right. What? Fuck off. Jesus. I don't think I've done this before, so I'm gonna read this out. I could tell that you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How will you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't often to spot based on your posture and expression, not that I was staring at anything. I can just skip something like this. Alright. I'm not gonna skip this because this is probably all new stuff depending on... yeah, no thanks. Yeah, you didn't even... next! Fuck you then. Fuck you then, Natsuki. You're only improved in the last few days. Every poem you showed me has been nothing short of spectacular. But the attempt didn't come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. What is this? So I can just kind of skip everything here. So we're just skipping until Sunday, the day of the festival. Which should be after Yuri. Alright. It's already Sunday. So Nick, this is where the text changes a bit. Is it in this scene? It's already Sunday in game. That scene is only if you do Sierra route? Oh, interesting. So there's only a scene if you do Sierra route. Okay. There's only a special scene if you do Sierra route. So I can just skip this? I can just skip this then? If there's something different here? I can skip this then, right? 'Cause I don't want to skip this new text. Should have done this from the beginning. Okay, Yuri's here. Good shit. What? Wait, what? Okay, wait, I have to read this. Don't let me get in the way. Monica, Sarah said she was just hoping the line. She decided to come over. Oh, I know, don't worry. Secret safe me. I won't say a word. Just don't wait to say yours. I'll work for the festival and get this stuff done. Especially not a line. Oh, really? That's too bad. What? What the fuck? So, Monica intercepts? Okay. Here is where the new stuff happens. Here's where the new stuff happens here. Oh boy. It took a while, but we're here. We are here. We're finally here. Monica's an enigmatic laugh. Even if you try to save everyone, you can only do it one at a time, huh? I guess even you have your limits. To me, that's how you want things. But it really matters. I'll handle what you can't. It's not like I have much to do anyways. Monica, I don't really know what to say, but thanks. Alright. See you tomorrow at the festival, Bat. That, here we go. Alright, so here's new Here's all the new stuff now, so no skipping required here. Do not skip. No skipping. Finally, the day of the festival has arrived. I take a moment to let it all sink in on the way to school. I was finally involved in something, a real school festival. Maybe I can finally do some, hey Bat! Moving the shattered. I see Sarah practically bouncing off the pavement with a huge spring in her step. Her smile could have lit up half the street. Yeah, welcome to the real story now. It's gonna get good. It was relieving to see that Sarah was indeed doing alright. Yeah, it took about 2 hours, but we're here. Come on, Dad, what's enthusiasm? Today's a big day. I'll play a bit of this because I want to get some good pure story and happiness is infectious. I can't help but crack a smile. Hey, I'm plenty excited. I just don't jump as much as you do. Say something opposite, her tongue out in response. She bounced off to the school, clearly not letting me slow her down. I found myself smiling still despite technically being left behind. It's always nice to see her in such a bumpy mood. So in this mod, Sari doesn't die. Because Monica is still somewhat sentient, but Sari doesn't die. I check the game files here, check the character files. Everything's all good, everything's all fine. As I trek to school, my mom resumes wandering. I think back to when I joined the club, which feels much longer ago than it actually was. I think about all my fellow club members, Sari, Natsuki, Monica. My mind lingers on Yuri. The time we spent reading together, the moments we shared. We even worked together for the festival of the weekend. It hits me just how much I've enjoyed spending time with her. She was so quiet, and yet when she got passionate about something, it was endearing. Plus, she's cute. I chuckled with a goofy grin on my face, feeling a bit silly at my own musings. As I near the school, my head swims with the possibilities of the day and the festival ahead. Ooh, the school's already buzzed with activity when I arrive. Other students are scrambling around. I frantically trying to set up the stands of the respective clubs. Thankfully, it looked like we had the room to ourselves, so the club all the better for showing up the decorations Yuri and I had poured all that hard work into. As soon as I enter the classroom, I'm greeted by Sarah bounding up to me. Her expression contains a curious mix of bubbling excitement and mock annoyance in the way I imagine only Sarah could conjure. She was immediately lays into me. Come on, Dad, you're the last one here. We've all been waiting for you for ages. Looking past you, it seems I was indeed the last to arrive. Natsuki glares at me, no doubt judging me for me being with Yuri. Monica with the usual smile gives a little wave. Yuri fidgets with small integrations, avoiding my gaze. A brief flicker of fear fills me with theories on why she wouldn't possibly want to look at me, but I quickly assure myself I was just overthinking something stupid. I returned my attention to Yuri. What, you can start the work without me? I raised an eyebrow. Honestly, we all got here not long ago. We just thought it'd be funny to teach you a little about being the last one to show up. What is your festival spirit, Bat? Come on, come help us. She just headed back across the classroom so fast that she can't hear my retaliatory grumbling. Well, someone asked me the last show up anyway, right? I shrugged my way to where the rest of the girls were standing. We all were gathered around a desk, pushed together all that weekly opera festival. Natsuki baked an impressive amount of cupcakes, and their bright design was certainly tantalizing. Kiki should be surveying the sweets and shoots me a look that says, "I'll bite your hand off if you bite into one of those." Mark begins proceedings with a cheerful smile. Okay, well, now we're all here, we can go over our plans for today. Then we'll make sure at school while the electricals was joining. We mutually called her attention with the sending yeah alongside raised fists. Even Yuri, not normally one to raise the voice, had let out a vast cheer. I too confirmed myself catching the festival fever, the excitement of this morning returning in full force. My true defense, I did say the text changes when Yuri's about to go home, therefore I was thinking to stop there. Ah, okay, yeah. I didn't realize that you meant when Yuri's about to go home, yeah. Kinda read over that. I kinda misread that. Sorry, Nick. Here I am, a representative of the club I run to enjoy, surrounded by people I could call my friends. It's a nice feeling. I have no doubts that the others felt something similar, even those who enthusiasm. Monica claps her hands together to signal the imminent rundown. Now then, we have a lot to do. First things first, is everyone ready to be their poem performance later today? I gulped. I prepared as well as I could, of course, but the thought of it all was so nerve-wracking. The other girls gave me an affirmative nod. It was when I realized they were looking at me expectantly. I'd gotten a bit lost in worrying about my poem. I found myself unconsciously walking to Yuri for support. I noticed a bit of flustered blush, but this time she lost eye contact with me. She could overcome a quiet disposition to perform in front of people. I could get over my nerves. I turned to Monica and gave a thumbs up. Absolutely! Excellent. Now then, Yuri, Bat, I need you to take care of your decorations. They look wonderful, and I'm sure you two will know best how to arrange them to liven up the room. Yuri and I give Monica a simultaneous nod of acknowledgement. Natsuki, can you handle the cookie station? Sir, you can be with me close to the door. We'll answer any questions people have about the club as they come by. This time, Sarah and Natsuki now. With the position agreed upon, we all break off to our respective duties. Yuri and I gather decorations on the desk and set about filling their walls with our handiwork. The process reminds me of an assembly line, or Yuri does rather. With measured, precise movements, she finds the best spot for each decoration. It was clear that she had thought of these arrangements ahead of time. Comparatively, I work at a snail's pace, unsure of what was best when unlike Yuri, I like an eye her this sort of thing. Yuri seems almost in a trance while working, gone were her normally timid movements replaced by an impressive assuredness. The work is logically sound. On one hand, I want to talk to Yuri more, but on the other hand, I would hate to break her concentration. And I decide to take the risk. Hey, Yuri? The unexpected verbal probing catches the poor girl off guard. She gives a small start and drops the decoration to his pinning to the wall like I had broken her out of hypnosis. I felt bad initially, but she seems to relax a bit when she realized it was just a friendly question and turns to me. Oh, sorry, Matt. I was just so caught up in work. She pauses a bit to pick up the decoration she had dropped. What is it, Bat? I was just wondering how you felt about your poem performance today. Well, I practiced a whole lot this weekend. I just hope everyone likes the poem as likely to be kind of weird, even outlandish. I'm sure it'll be great. Anyone who can see the beauty and quality of my poems isn't worth worrying about. I'm real excited for this. I'm excited to see where this is headed. I'm excited to see what this mod has in store for our purple-haired beauty. I give a genuine smile to assure her further. She bends a little at the compliment, but returns the smile sheepishly and decides at this moment that this sight alone made it worth taking the risk. Thank you, Bat. Really, that means a lot to me. Is your pro preparation going well? The word creeps back into a lump in my throat. I sure hope so. I practiced a lot. I might think I did all I could do to prepare, but the doubt never really goes well with this sort of thing, does it? I sure hope so. Okay, yep. Suppose not. I'm sure you also do well. You've made a lot of progress since joining the club. Her warm smile is eminently reassuring. We'll both shut up what our best foot forward. Absolutely. We both nodded as we decorating. We reinvigorated after the impromptu pep talk. The conversation ultimately wasn't much, but it had me glowing for a good while. Eventually, the room was probably redecorated. I think I helped a little, but Yuri ended up doing most of it. I mentally held a bunch of things in place for her as she attached them to the wall. Held a handful of them so she didn't have to go back and forth, that sort of thing. Regardless, the room looks much livelier with everything pinned up. I feel so surprised as over the room, noticing how the decorations that Yuri and I had made really pull the room together. Satisfied with the work, we opt to help the other club members with their stations as the students begin to roll in from the festival. The day whirled by. Surprisingly, I was soon stopped by, curious about the lunch club, or at least about Natsuki's charm cupcakes. I couldn't really blame anyone stopping in just for pastries. They were amazing. Eventually, Monica stepped to the fire room to call everyone's attention. Hello, everyone. We hope you're enjoying everything the lunch club has to offer at this festival. We will now have a special event, a poetry recital from our very own club members. Isn't that exciting? I doubt that many of the meandering students were terribly interested in poetry, but they're taken up by Monica's charisma and enthusiastically clap regardless. Great, each of our members, including yours truly, has prepared special poems to recite to you all. Please give them your undivided attention as they perform. Sarah, if you could start off, please. It occurred to me that I was never told the order that we would be presenting our poems. I just wanted to go directly up to starting poem until I realized that all of them would at least be better than mine. Oh well. Thus, the girls performed their poems. The crowd that had gathered in the lecture club room. Sayers is charming and lighthearted, leaving the audience in adoration. Natsuki says it's simply simple, but so I will see. And Monica draws the audience with her performance. She's definitely selling social. Which is unfortunate for me as I am the next stop. That was going to be a tough act to follow. Take my place at the front of the other club members seated before me among the other students who have stayed thus far and perform my poem. A couple of symbols here and there, but I think it was solid overall, from my level anyway. I can get a modest round of applause to validate my efforts, but the smiles from my friends and Ledge Club really solidify it. Satisfied, I take my seat as Yuri gets up to take his turn. I give her an encouraging nod as she stands to face the audience. Without much delay, she begins her performance. I had seen instances before, but it still amazes me how much Yuri changes at moments like these, where she's truly in her element. Gone were the stutters and pauses in normal speech, replaced by flowing elegance. Her poem was starkly different than the ones previous, being much more somber her poem is starkly different than ones previous, being much more somber and enigmatic. I sat enraptured by the contrast and Yuri's spellbinding execution. Me too. I need to hydrate here. Hydration. Yuri finishes the poem. The honest is silent at first, and I could hardly blame her without stun from I myself feel. I'm the fastest to recover this, and I've been clapping, the other club members soon following suit, and the rest of the audience. Even a standing ovation didn't cut in my opinion, but it's the least we could offer. Monica motions to me, Sarah, and Natsuki to join her at the front. The classroom would take a bow. After all the applause dies down, she addresses the attendees. Thank you for stopping by to see us. We hope you enjoyed what the literature club has to offer, and we hope just as much that you will all consider joining us. She ends with another bow. Most of the audience take this as a cue to go check out the other club, with some grabbing a cupcake on their way out. Our club venture is safely classified success. I'm used to that to the club. You know, I bet none of the other clubs will think as awesome as this. Would you like to go confirm that? Marco's also surprises me. Tara, but don't you need... I think we can handle things here. That was a main event after all, and I doubt we'll have much more chat at this time of the day. A quick glance at the clock makes me realize how much quickly time has flown by. There is indeed not much left time before the end of the festival. In fact, I bet you enjoy seeing what else is going on too, don't you think? She deserves after that wonderful performance. The rest of us can handle the stragglers and clean up. Monica looks at us all expectantly for a response. You and I are both caught wildly off guard and mentally shown with a response. Sari doesn't give a beat. She gives mischievously at me. I think that's a good idea, Monica. The two are working so hard all day with those decorations after all, they can go relax together. Natsuki, in sharp contrast, rolls her eyes. Wow, like it's not any work to bake and bring in all those cupcakes, but fine, I guess. I can almost taste the bitterness she exuded, but I appreciate the blessing nonetheless. I studied Monica's expression to see if I could make sense of this proposition, but I find nothing better I could discern from her usual smile. Well, I wasn't gonna complain anyway. Monica class her hands together, looking pleased with herself. She turns to me. It's settled then. You and Yuri can set off to explore the rest of the festival together while we clean up. I hope you enjoy yourselves. I felt my brain cease to function for the moment. I stand stupefied by this outcome as I heard to process what happened. Did Monica really just hit me up with Yuri? Did she plan this? I'm snapped out of my thoughts by Yuri, who is coming beside me. I think it'd be fun. You don't mind accompanying me, do you? Oh, no, not at all. No, why would I? I can tell my flustered state only uses Monica further. I'm torn between wanting to thank you and wanting to become invisible. Yuri and I make it to the doorway of the classroom. She stops and turns to me. Is she blushing? What's up? I would hate to lose you in these crowded halls. They don't seem that. I stopped myself as I looked down and realized you were stretching out her hand, blushing furiously and avoiding eye contact. I'm pretty sure I can make out what sounds like Sarah giggling in the background at my ineptitude. Of course, you and I had a close moment before, but this, well, I can't afford to take too long here. I generally take her hand in mine. You're right, this way, we won't get separated. We start off together to explore the festivities with a friendly wave from Monica. You and I return to a club room that's empty, much. Ooh. The festival's over and we come back to take the help everyone's finishing it up, but. Has everyone else gone home already? Ooh. Pick it up and find some Monica. I read them out loud. Dear Yuri and Bat, we hope that you two were able to enjoy your afternoon together. Don't worry about us, we all just had things we need to take care of at home, so I took with such short notice. Well, you here if you don't want to take any decorations. So it's just... Well, I don't mind. It's the least we can do after getting to enjoy the festival. Yeah, fair enough. We do owe them after today. Yuri nods with giving her immediately sets about removing the decorations. Figures that she wouldn't want to waste time, but that's what I want to talk to her about. I take my place next to her and assist in taking out the decorations, which is thankfully simpler than putting them up. Hey Yuri, the rest of the sentence get caught in my throat. Yuri turns towards me with an inquisitive look on her face. Moments pass to her to compose himself and articulate exactly what I want to say. My stomach churns from the nerves, but nothing concrete is coming out. I find it hard to make that eye contact. So, Nick, you've played this mod, right? When does someone get the chance to go Monica route? Because I've read that this is like a mod where all 4 girls have routes. So, I just want to know for future reference, when is the point when you can go Monica route? Because I didn't see her in the poem games that first week. You have to play all 3 girls first? Ah, interesting. Interesting, alright. So I guess we have to do all 3 of the girls first before we can go Monica route. Interesting. That's very interesting. That's an interesting mechanic here. I like that. I guess the game does a check to see what you've done, and so after you do all 3 girls, do you have to start a new game again? Or is it like, after each route you have to start a new game? Because I have a save here. You want to ask how you want to start off the day? Mono route, normal, or do something different? So is it okay if I just like keep going back to the save for the other 2 girls, or do I have to start a new game? Because if I have to start a new game to go a different route, then that's an interesting concept. Ooh, that's interesting. Why did I do that? Fuck, why did I do that? Did I pick up the game window? Alright, so that perfect. There we go. Alright, so now what I want to do is test mode. I had a lot of fun today with you. Yuri smiles, but after the poem from Monica, it doesn't matter. You're still playing her out so far like you're good nuts. Ah, interesting. Alright, so from Monica's route, it doesn't matter who you go for. It just, you know, the game just kind of forces you to Monica route anyway, so. I mean, at that point, I can just spam click words. Yuri smiles, but seems slightly flustered by the compliment. We'll go a little longer here. I don't want to just end it here. I want to get some of the actual like story here in before ending. Which means that there'll probably be another 3+ hour stream. Yuri smiles, but seemingly slightly flustered by the compliment. Oh, I had a lot of fun today with you as well. Thank you for... Her face takes on a shade of crimson. For accompanying me. So, does that mean that I have to start a new game after every route, or can I just go back to the save? There are settings. Yeah, there's a good route, there's a good ending and a bad ending. Yeah, there's a good ending and a bad ending for each route. I can feel the color of my face mimicking hers. Anytime, that's the best I can do? Come on, there's more I want to say, damn it. Say, Yuri, why do I have to be tripping my words now? Yuri's gazes. Okay, I can just go back to the save then. Alright, sweet. Yuri's gaze is off, but he's waiting for me to finish. But for Monica's route, can I just go back for starting Monica's route? Do I have to click new game? For it to register that I've done the other 3 routes? Or can I just, like you said, go back to that save for Monica's route? Because I want to make sure that I do this correctly. Because if I want to do all routes, then I have to go through Yuri's route, Siri's route, and Natsuki's route before going to Monica's route. It's interesting though that you have to do 3 other routes before you can do Monica's route. I think back in Oregon today, a chance we get to spend time together. I only never else this magnitude. The strikingly timid Yuri, of all people. She has me to hold her hand. Sure, it felt like we were started by the rest of the club, but it still takes immense courage to follow through. I can't imagine how string that must have been for Yuri to put herself out there like that. I owe her at least that much in return. I take a deep breath. I'd like to spend more time with you as more than... Yuri takes me a bit surprise and interjects before I can finish. I would love that back. I'm caught speechless. I expected to see more, but given her furious blushing, I hazard a guess that she's facing the same verbal roadblocks that I am. But if she does that mean... Before I realize, I break into a smile. Partly in disbelief, she matches my smile. A thump! My heart beats racing. We draw closer as if I noticing. We say nothing, and yet we fall into each other's embrace. Time stands still in this moment. Everything feels right. Just for a second, the only thing in the world that matters is 2 of us. I don't know how long before the hug, but that was important. We begrudgingly broke from each other's arms and faced the other once more. In the moment of silence. Yo, Dogman, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. We just started the actual meat and potatoes of Purist Route. You didn't miss much. All we did is we just went to the festival, we had a good time. Sayori's not dead. Yeah, you didn't miss much, because the previous stuff was all Act 1, so now we're getting into the good stuff. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good today. Well, it doesn't feel awkward. We understand each other. Nothing more needs to be said. Got my first week of homework today, so yeah. I mean, oh yeah, that's right. School starts today. For people. Oh, you start on Friday? Ooh, nice. Sorry evenings I head home. Normally I would be annoyed as I'm walking home so late, but after today, there's no way I can be upset. I went through a checklist of what happened today to reaffirm not dreaming. After the festival, got to spend a lot of time with Yuri in the classroom. We shared something, and it meant a lot to both of us. We had to say goodbyes before it got too late, but everything about today is still setting in for me. I found my phone, but it was a text from Yuri. Thank you for today. Yep, it really was a great day. Did I find you this year or last year? You followed me this year. You followed me the end of March. You followed me the end of March this year. So you've been following me quite a few months. Thank you as well. See you tomorrow. I did not like that. I was home with that issue and didn't sleep. Everything kept replaying in my head, getting excitement, filling me every time. I don't know how long it took me to finally drift off, but sleep did not come easily. It's the day after the festival. Honestly, I barely remember when I fell asleep, but I somehow dragged myself back to school. I think the lesson is chemistry? Huh. I can get away with sleeping for just a little bit. Also, no poem minigame, poggers. Yo, Malcolm, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're playing a mod called Purist Mod. We're playing a mod called Purist Mod. Yeah. It's like something just in my head, I think. Zawarlo, yes. It takes a moment for me to locate the offending object. Lying next to the leg of my chair, crumpled paper. Amazing. I unwrap the note, squint and make up the scroll. Maybe outside of the class. That's it? Really? My intention to hold back in the general direction. Don't keep holding it. I have a feeling it shouldn't be ignored. Technically, I'm missing a letter club for a dumb note. Then again, after what happened at the festival, I should probably sort through my own feelings before seeing him again. Some 5-10 minutes later, Scuffy looking up, a classmate arrives. Hey, you... What? Well, how many times people actually listen to notes that randomly hit them in the back of the head? Well, I was curious, so tell me, what'd you bring me here? The guy puts on a diplomatic smile, like he's trying to make some kind of deal. There's no reason for me to say this, but it shouldn't be dinglery. Oh, wait, what do you mean? I mean, aside from the fact that we aren't even curious as hint. I know, gesture. Alright, chill out with the, caps, please, and chill out with the, JoJo stuff. Yo, Malcolm, chill out. Look, I'm just saying, it would be in your best interest not to get caught up with it. People saw you at the festival and, well, he shrugs. Over Yuri, literally anybody's a better choice. I know this will sound harsh, but there have been, incidents. Yeah, incidents. Incidents? Look, I'm trying to be helpful. Steer clear of it, that's all I'll say. No! I'm not gonna lie to you, shut the fuck up! Shut up, I just can't keep quiet. You're a coward, you know that? You won't cut way off guard. Excuse me? I stare in my eye. I don't need you or even want you to tell me who I can or can't be with. To think that you try and do all this behind your back. I don't want any of what you're selling. I'll sling my bag on my shoulder, I'll leaving a slack-jawed, my mind races. Why would he care about us? What did Yuri do? Who the hell does he think he is? Not trying to tell me that I can't be with Yuri. Fuck you. Random guy who I literally just met today. Who's telling me that I can't be with Yuri? The fuck? Also, the bit leaderboard just reset this morning, I think. So, yeah. Now anyone can be number one if they just donate one bit. I should get going. I'm probably about to catch some part of the rest of the Literature Club. Not sure I'm gonna face Gareth for this, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I slid up with the Literature Club door and walk inside. Natsuki struck him beside me, a bulky magazine folded up in her arm. I should ask you about Yuri. Despite their vitriol, they do seem to have been talling each other a little bit lately. I wouldn't have asked Natsuki if anything. Yeah, high school seniors, stay from you, my dude. And MC's just like, fuck you, dude, I'm gonna do what I want. Like, you can't tell me what to do. Like, we're gonna be with Yuri no matter what, like, you know. Even if he does, you know, cut herself, you know, we can help him with that. I won't try to ask if Natsuki has heard anything, even if it's unlikely to know about what happened. Hey, Natsuki, can I talk to you outside for a second? Say and Monica both give me a look of confusion, but I shake my head slightly stuck outside. A few seconds later, Natsuki walks out into the hall. Whoa. Geez, what the heck is this about? Natsuki abruptly stopped, seeing me touch on my face. You look kind of worried. What's wrong? I don't bother being quiet, tell her everything. Some guy took me aside after the last class. He said I should keep away from Yuri for my own sake, actually. What's that even about? How are you gonna want to say that about her? Natsuki chews on my bottom, staring at some point on the floor. I guess you finally heard that. Rumors that Yuri show up from time to time, yeah. But you know that's all they are, right? Just rumors. You don't know anything else about it, then? What are the rumors about, anyway? The guy who mentioned them was pretty vague. Shouldn't matter what the rumors are about. Like, I've gone to school long enough to know that rumors end up being true anyway. Okay, well, what's the name that you're gonna give him, Nick? Why should it be different for you? They're not super widespread rumors anyway. If they were, I guess Monica would probably hear about it and do something by now. Well, maybe she's already tried and it didn't work, but you get my point, right? You probably wouldn't want you to get involved with those rumors anyway. Natsuki raises his eyes to look at me. Lucas, yeah. Lucas, yes. Yo, dude. Whoever that was. Wait, was that a... Hold on. Was that a donation? Because I didn't see a follow alert. I don't have my, alerts up. That was a host? Ah, sweet, ah. Yo, Bum, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't have my alerts up. I should probably have my alerts up here. So, just quickly... There we go. Yeah. Put it right here. Put my alerts right here. Yeah, there you go. So now everyone can see the alerts. Then everyone can see what happens. You know, hey Bun, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Purist. We're doing some Purist route. She feel lazy, you know. I found myself turning a little pink. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, everyone, it's time to your poems. Natsuki helped straightening her blazer before walking off to her poem. I should probably go get mine as well. I came, I saw, I shared poems. And Yuri wasn't even there. Everything is very, very... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Like, it doesn't feel right. Like, after that senior talked to us, it doesn't feel right. Like, everything just... There's a word for this. Is it like... Everything just seems off. Like, not right. Rather, am I on Yuri? I'm on Yuri's route. This is the first route that I'm doing here. I'll probably do Natsuki's route. Next. Yeah, it feels odd. It doesn't feel... Like... I don't know. Ever since the senior told us to leave Yuri alone, everyone's been very, very, like, offish. Like, even Sayari was like a little... Huh. Hey, Bet? I glanced over at Sarah. She has her head bowed, kicking her absentmindedly driving on her path. Might be nosy, but what were you talking with Natsuki about? Oh, so that's it. We never really discussed it, and I thought she'd just forgotten. I never seemed to give enough credit, I guess. Bet? Well, I think you know about Yuri now, right? So you're not, it's like looking me over tentatively. Yeah? Well, it's like, there have been rumors. Rumors? I mean, somebody told me to stay away from Yuri. So he seems to have this reaction I did, confused and worried. That's mean. I know, but what can I do? Can you tell me the why of it? Sega is saying not. So Yuri doesn't know. I figured Natsuki might know about why she's so related, but she beat around the bush too. Do you know? I don't. Sorry, Pat. I reach over and prod your cheek, causing it to yell. Don't worry about it. It's my problem to deal with, okay? Sarah shakes her head, hefting her backpack. Pat, yeah? I need you to understand that I'm here for you. We're here for you. I know. But do you? I feel like you're only holding back because you don't trust us. Say appears at me, her bubbly personality replaced by serious demeanor. Well, if you have ideas, I'm welcome to hear them. Sarah nods, pushing the tips of her fingers together. Well, why don't you invite her out? Then you can talk about it there. I was planning to, yeah. She claps her hands together, nodding. That should work. Just make sure you take her someplace nice. Nice? Well, you can't just take her anywhere, you know? Yeah, I know that. So just get to a stop in front of my house. You better make a good impression. I'll be watching. I give a small laugh, waving. Keep me honest. Keep me honest, okay? Say doesn't answer back. A bookstore. That should be easy enough, right? Unless you're me, who spent what should have been my sleeping hours searching up the prime location for what might technically be our first date. In which case it feels more like pulling out your own tooth. I'm sure she'll love it. Sarah grins, skipping alongside me as we head up to school. She was the one who helped me put this together, so she might have a point. And she's known her longer, too. Ah! Sarah comes through the door, eyes wide. While I'm looking around for whatever cause of action, she moves me forward. It's Yuri, this is your chance. It is indeed. Yuri, leaning on the street corner. Waiting for me? Maybe? I can only hope. I reached for the phone of blaze and mouth suddenly gone dry. Sarah noticed before. Oh, this is what you planned, isn't it? I stumble forward, rehearsing the greetings Sarah turns to me. Hi there, we say at the same time. If I could think of it right now, I would. At the very least, Yuri looks just embarrassed. Sorry, Sarah told me you passed this way. I glanced quickly over my shoulder. The woman in question does already fled the scene. Just as well, I guess. Well, here I am now, at least. Do you want to get going? Very nuts quickly. We quickly fall in step next to one another. I cleared my throat nervously. Did you have fun at the festival? It was the first time I'd actually helped the club set up the booth. Yuri nods, a smile spreading across her face. I did. It was very heartening to see students know our poetry. You mean your poetry, right? Yuri turns visibly pink. That's not true. Your poems at least give me inspiration. I laughed, but picked the turn to me a pat on my face. I just tried words and hope they stick. That was entirely you, and it was really good. Well, thank you. We keep walking in silence, but it's more of a cozy one than an awkward one. As we approach the school gates, I saw to a stop. And one more thing? Huh? You still here with the day of the school? Oh, yes, definitely. Yuri pokes up, suddenly on edge. Okay, that's great. Meet back here? Yuri nods quickly, grinning still. I should have to class soon. Right. She strolls off, leaving me to get to my own class. I know right now I won't be able to concentrate on schooling. Win some, lose some, I guess. In the end, it didn't take much more than Yuri and I on a date to excuse from the Leisure Club, and for Yuri to turn an interesting shade of burgundy. You didn't have to do that, Pat. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to just boss off without any warning. Yuri nods, smiling faintly. Anyway, the bookstore's very close. It might have already been there, actually. Well, maybe, but not accompanied. I smiled and smiled myself, nudging me with my shoulder. First time for everything, right? We made it to the bookstore. Yuri and I walked into the bookstore I picked for a date. Anxiety is felt throughout my body, as I'm afraid of the possibility that this won't go well. Luckily, there's a noticeably small number of people currently in this store, making it a great location for a date. Is there food in this bookstore? At least, that's what I hope. So, here we are. Yuri looks over at me, struggling to make eye contact. Yes, we are. She looks about as nervous as I am, if not more. Man, what do I even do here? People go to bookstores to shop for books, right? But where do I even start? I guess it'd be easy enough to browse through and see if anything looks interesting. You like horror, right, Yuri? Yuri peeks over at me again and nods her head. That is correct, I do enjoy horror. Would you like to leave the horror aisle then? The nervous expression on Yuri's face returns. Only if you want to. I don't think Yuri completely got what I was driving at, but it doesn't matter. We make our way to the horror aisle of books, and I freeze up once we do. And now what? I know nothing about books. You're supposed to be an expert, so what am I supposed to do? That one made me look like an idiot. For now, I glance through the various titles. If nothing else, at least I can admire the well-drawn cover art. Have you found a book you're interested in, Matt? Yuri catches me off guard, and I make a small jump backwards. I was just eyeing. I got the next book next to me, not taking enough time to actually check where it is. At the Mountains of Madness? Yeah, I mean, the cover art looks pretty cool, and I think the empty, snowy landscape makes me feel a little bit of dread, see? Well, that doesn't quite mean the book itself is spectacular, but the front cover does make an impression. You think so? Yes, it's interesting how the cover of a book can be the most iconic thing about it, even if the writing is subpar. I still feel a bit lost about how to interpret books and reading and all that, but Yuri seems like she knows what she's talking about, as usual. I think about this one then. Is there anything you're interested in here, Yuri? Yeah, and she's like, so I found a book called 50 Shades of Yuri. And Yuri's like, don't read that one. Don't. And she's like, why? It looks like a... Races back and is like, oh, okay. It's like 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, this is a good book I want. Oh. Wow. Oh, well, I go to the books all the time, and there doesn't appear to be any new stock, so... Yuri looks away frustrated. I should have told you I was going so you could have picked a different location. I can't even go without ruining our first date. Yuri's face falls even further. No, it's not ruined. The location isn't what matters. I still enjoy being with you, even though I know nothing about books. Really? Yuri picks up a bit. Yeah, I'm on this date to spend time with you. Sure, it's unfortunate that I picked a bookstore where there's no books you haven't already passed on, but who cares? That's not gonna stop me from appreciating being with you. We've been talking earlier about how this might happen, that I was fully prepared for it. Besides, I never even told you this was a picture or what a date would be anyway. You have no reason to blame yourself. Oh, well, that's how you feel. That is exactly how we feel. Thank you, Matt. I'm enjoying being with you as well. Awkward silence over here. Now what? Well, we both stare at the ground. Let's sit down. What's that by this to me? After quickly pushing the book, we move to a nearby table and sit down next to each other. Should we be together again then? Maybe later, but I want to talk for a bit first. I see. That's understandable. So, how have you been? I've been well enough. The awkward silence room full returns with a vengeance. Yuri lays her head down the table, resting on top of her crossed arms. What am I supposed to do, Matt? I have no idea how deep this is supposed to work. All I'm doing is wasting your time. No, not at all. Like I said, just being next to you is great. Words aren't always everything. Yuri seems a bit calmer after that comment. I suppose, though. I just had to change subjects. So, I know you're into poetry, but have you ever tried writing a book? Well, I've dabbled in writing fiction, I suppose. But publishing a book will probably be my work, and, well, nobody will want to read that. Bonnier, I don't think you were talking about credit. It's true, though. Please, your poetry is incredible, so I bet that if you tried writing a full-fledged book, it would be amazing. I'm not sure if you can make a comparison that easily. Writing poetry is much different than writing a traditional story. Dealing with a narrative structure, having to develop interesting characters and all the other facets of that type of writing. It's a huge undertaking. It's difficult for reasons other than why writing well-done poetry is difficult. I bet you'd be disappointed if you're writing my attempt at a novel. I doubt that. Maybe we could read your book sometime together. If you really want to, maybe one day. A smile tugs at the corner of Yuri's lips. Anyway, how about that book I just bought? Let's see what it's like. Yes, let's. Yuri and I read the book for 3 hours, stopping about halfway through. What do you think of it? My impressions, it's hard to judge without having read the full story, but I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I'm not an expert on what good horror is like, but I've had fun reading it. I think this Lovecraft guy had a dark mind. Ah, yes. H.P. Lovecraft. That's all I'm saying. H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah. It's pretty creepy, which I guess fits considering the genre, but it's kind of been a new experience to me. Having you right next to me made it a lot more comfortable, though. Yuri's cheeks quickly reddened. Thank you. We should read the rest of it sometime. I would like that. I really enjoyed this date, Yuri. Oh, that's right. I forgot this was a date. I've enjoyed it as well. Reluctant treats his eyes until Yuri recalls from nervousness. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. It's fine, Yuri. We can go as slow or as fast as you like. You must really like me, don't you? To be able to tolerate my company and actually enjoy going to a bookstore with me. There's not many people like that. I'm thankful that you feel the way how you do about me. Hey, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would be honored to be in a relationship with you. I'm awfully shocked that you even like me, in a good way, of course. Less people than you think, Matt. A lot less. Yuri seems to be sad from the conversation. I have to find a way to salvage this. Well, you've got me now, right? And there's a literature club, too. Regardless of how many people like you, what's important is that there are people who do like you. What more do you need? I suppose that's one way of putting it. Yuri seems slightly happy after hearing that, chuckling softly to herself. I'd love to spend more time with you today, but it's gonna be evening soon, isn't it? Wrong voice. We should probably get ready to leave now. Disappointment felt flipped across Yuri's face. True, I wish we could be together for longer, but I guess that's how it is. Yeah, sadly so. We all end together to the store. As we walk, though, I noticed there's someone on the sidewalk. Oh my god, that guy. It's Lucas, Nick. It's Lucas. Of course. That? Look where I've been walking in. Sorry, it's nothing. Yeah, it would make sense to see him around town every once in a while, I think. Why did this time feel so ominous? A premonition? Maybe the smirk. Yeah, that was sort of creepy. Not that around, I guess. And what's supposed to talk about the rumors going on with Yuri? I guess we'll just have to wait until next time. Alright. This is where I'm gonna end things here. This is where I'm gonna end things for now. Very good mod. Very, very good. I like the music in this. I like the music. It's quite good. It's really good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Now, this is the end of the recording. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.